Russian troops are preparing for an assault. They're betting on speed. The goal? To break through on motorcycles straight to Ukrainian positions. As soon as Ukrainian forces heard the loud roar of motorcycles in the field, they immediately launched a reconnaissance drone. It was crucial to determine where the strike would come from. The Russian assault group was spotted just as they had to move into open terrain, the only way to reach the next tree line. The reconnaissance drone recorded at least 4 motorcycles moving directly across the field. Ukrainian drone operators began preparing and launching kamikaze drones. First hits confirmed. Speed and maneuverability don't help. Ukrainian experience prevails. The Russians also had eyes in the sky, so a special Ukrainian drone was sent to destroy the enemy reconnaissance and strip them of this tactical advantage. After the enemy drone was shot down, the Russian assault group was left without clear intel. They began to panic and act chaotically. Some abandoned their motorcycles before reaching their target and tried in vain to hide in the trees, under drones circling above. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces remained on full alert, waiting to engage any attackers who tried to break through. This time, the Ukrainian soldiers repelled the attack, but it was clear. The source of the threat had to be neutralized. A reconnaissance drone was launched and identified the Russian position in a nearby village. The coordinates were passed to artillery units, who quickly mobilized and delivered a precise strike. Judging by the size of the explosion, the hit landed on an ammo depot. Their swarm rushed into the village and systematically hit the pre-identified targets, wherever Russian soldiers were hiding. They were everywhere, even in places as cozy as outdoor toilets. In this context, Putin's past words turned out to be disturbingly prophetic. And indeed, 24 years later, Ukrainians are doing just that, in their own country. Russian forces launch a recon drone. Their command post monitors the situation and gives the order to attack. 2 tanks and 3 infantry fighting vehicles advance on Ukrainian positions. But a Ukrainian recon drone is also watching closely, right from the start. It captures how the Russian assault falls apart. The lead vehicle misses the route, veers off track, and wastes precious time trying to reposition. The rest of the vehicles begin to close in. They form a classic column, just like in Soviet-era textbooks, and march straight into a pre-marked death zone. The Russian vehicles reach the minefield point of no return. Right then, Ukrainian artillery opens fire.
Вуха!
Just look at how the equipment explodes in hellish flames on the mines. At the same time, Ukrainian kamikaze drones are launched and join the strike.
Красавчик!
Everything is burning. A complete failure of the assault. From the drone's perspective, through thick smoke, you can clearly see the track systems blown off. No need to even mention the crew. A direct hit forces the surviving Russians to flee on foot. Another strike, and that vehicle won't be going anywhere again. A Ukrainian soldier reports the vehicle has been hit and is now on fire.
Відкрита ББМ уражена і знищена. Проведена дорозвідка, вона горить.
After a short blaze, the fire reaches the ammo, and it detonates. Russian rocket artillery isn't having much luck lately. This 9K-51 vehicle didn't even reach its position. A drone hit the engine bay, causing a fire that completely burned out the cabin and engine compartment. The number of these vehicles in Russia's arsenal keeps shrinking, directly tied to Ukraine's rapidly growing drone production. Another 9K-51 did make it to its launch site, but it was already being watched by a Ukrainian recon drone. Watch as one crew member desperately tries to escape, but it's no use. The strike hits the launch system full of ammo. Look at that massive explosion. At this rate, Russian MLRS systems will soon be nothing but charred patches in the fields. Recently, North Korean MLRS systems have been added to that list too. A drone is launched. Before the system can even hide, it's hit. A strike lands directly on the launcher. A rocket detonates and shoots through the cabin. Not even the drone operator expected that. Moments later, the rest of the ammo explodes with unbelievable force. Yet another MLRS is spotted in a Ukrainian field. A kamikaze drone is immediately dispatched. If you look closely, the ground shows signs it has already fired, revealing its position. These systems are supposed to hit and move fast, but this crew lingered, and the drone didn't wait. It rushed in to finish the job. When the smoke cleared, the recon drone didn't detect even a trace of the vehicle. That's how powerful the explosion was. Three Russian troops nearly reached their objective, but a drone ruined their plans. At the last moment, two of them managed to avoid direct impact. A nearby Ukrainian unit that had been observing the area also documented the hit from another position. You can clearly see one Russian soldier in despair, clutching his head next to a burning motorcycle. There's no turning back. They carry away a wounded comrade and try to hide in the greenery. Ukrainian drone operators continue to engage the remnants of the group still on the move. Recon drone teams no longer detect vehicle movement and give the green light for a ground unit to move into the tree line to eliminate any survivors hiding there.